Have you guys ever wondered why your favorite Call of Duty game is preceded by one that sucks? Am I right? My best example of this would be Call of Duty Black Ops 2 to Call of Duty Ghosts. You go from the highest of the highest of the highs, to the lowest of the lows in a very short time frame. And you think, how could Call of Duty do that? They just made a really good game, but why did they just make a really crappy game? Well, that is because, if you guys are not familiar with how Call of Duty games are made, they are made on a 2 or 3 developer cycle. Basically what that means is there are 3 different developers at this point in the franchise's life stage, life cycle, whatever, where it goes from one to the next, and then it cycles back. And then so basically every developer has 3 years to make a game and put it out. But each developer has their own style and their own games that they put out, and that's what I'm going to be covering today. My name is joshtifyz. If you like this video and you like Call of Duty, click that sub button, click that bell notification icon to never miss one of these videos. I'm putting up content a lot, 4 times a week to be exact. And here we go, jumping into these developers. So like I said, Call of Duty, it was on a 2 developer rotation up until Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and then it started to go into a 3 developer rotation. Those 3 main developers: Sledgehammer Games, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward. Basically, those 3 have their own styles that I'm going to get into, and they develop their own types of games. And I'm going to also say what I think is the best developer out there for games and why. So right here in front of me, I have the spreadsheet of all the developers and which games they've made. So basically, like I said, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer Games. Sledgehammer Games was the addition after Black Ops 2 that is now in the 3-year rotation. And according to the 3-year rotation, they should be up next after Infinity Ward dropped an absolute dime piece with Warzone and Modern Warfare this past year. Hopefully, Sledgehammer Games, after their release of Call of Duty World War II back in 2017, can give us another good game if it's their turn, which I believe it will be. Anyways, let's get right into each developer. So like I said, we're going to start with Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward has made the likes of all of the Modern Warfare games, as well as the newest Modern Warfare, like I said. They have made Infinite Warfare. They also made Call of Duty Ghosts. And they made the first 2 ever Call of Duty. So Call of Duty and Call of Duty 2. Modern Warfare 3, however, was also a co-development with Sledgehammer Games. Also, I'm not going to be covering the Modern Warfare Remastered, which was made by Raven Software, a whole different company that also helped out with Warzone. They're kind of a side piece, I guess, to Infinity Ward. But I'm not going to cover that. I'm going to cover the original ones, like I said. So like I said, as you can see on the screen, I'm going to put all the covers of all the games that each one has made. So those are the games that Infinity Ward has made. The games that Treyarch has made have been Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Black Ops, well, all the Black Ops games. So Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Simple enough. And then Sledgehammer Games has made Call of Duty World War II, and they co-made, I guess is what you could call, co-developed Modern Warfare 3, and they also made Advanced Warfare. So based on those games, the best ones I think the best one from each game, or from each developer, Treyarch would definitely have to be either Modern Warfare, or not Treyarch, Infinity Ward would have to be either Modern Warfare, the original one, or probably that one or Modern Warfare 2. They also did a really good job with the newest Modern Warfare, as well as Warzone. However, they co-made that, right? They co-developed it with Raven Software. They also, one of their best games, Modern Warfare 3, co-developed with Sledgehammer Games. So that, in my opinion, takes away a little bit of what they can do. But Treyarch has done a phenomenal job with doing all the Black Ops games by themselves. They also made World at War, the game with probably the best zombies. And they made Call of Duty 3, which wasn't too bad. So the best game from them would definitely have to be Black Ops 2, though. Black Ops 2, first Call of Duty game I ever played. So good. Classic Call of Duty game. It's amazing. So, and then like Sledgehammer Games, like I said, that's the games they made World War II, and they also made Advanced Warfare and co-developed Modern Warfare 3. So, now the big question is, which developer is the best? I think, in my opinion, ranked from bottom to top, it would have to be Sledgehammer Games, just because we haven't seen enough of them. Their most recent project, World War II, was actually really phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing, and I'm actually going to live stream it, playing it again, and trying to get Master Prestige on that. So watch me on Twitch doing that. It's going to be a pain, but it's going to be fun. But that was a really good game. So we don't really know where they're at right now, but then the project they had before that was Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare wasn't so good. But they also then co-developed, it was okay. But then they also co-developed Modern Warfare 3 with Infinity Ward, which is one of the best Call of Duties of all time. So they have their highs and lows. So we'll see if they can keep it consistent, because they could be really good with it, especially after they made World War II, which was really fun. Next up, so we're going to release the top one, and I'm going to explain why. My best developer for Call of Duty games is Treyarch. If you look at Treyarch's track record, they haven't had a flop game. Not one. They've made all 4 Black Ops games. All 4 of them. Phenomenal. And then they also made Call of Duty 3, which at the time, people were still figuring out what Call of Duty was going to be. And that was the last of the original 3. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good according to the ratings. You know, in the mid-low 80s. You know, it wasn't as good as the first 2, but it was still pretty good. I still had some good pieces. That was definitely their lowest game, and it wasn't even that bad. And then you have World at War. World at War, which has the best zombies in my opinion, and is just a phenomenal Call of Duty game all around. Right? So they really haven't had a flop game like the other ones have. I mean, if you look at Infinity Ward, Infinite Warfare they made. Right, so they're number 2, Infinity Ward. Just because they're such classic, they made such good games. They had they blew it out of the water with Modern Warfare this year. I think I really enjoyed the multiplayer. I love Warzone. I just dropped a video on it yesterday. If you guys haven't seen that, go to my channel right now, watch that. But then they also had the lows, right? Before Modern Warfare, the newest one, it was Infinite Warfare. Before Infinite Warfare, it was Ghosts. So their last good game before this year was Modern Warfare 3. So they had their highs and lows as well, but they are overall better than Sledgehammer Games, which I believe is an unproven developing company so far. But they can be better. You know, if you ask me in a year after, you know, the new Call of Duty game comes out, which I'm not even going to talk about right now because there's not much on it, and I can also make a whole nother video on it. I don't want to ramble for too long. You know, we'll see. We'll see if these guys are even developing it, for one. I don't know. But hopefully they are, and we can get a little bit more of a taste of what they're all about in Call of Duty games to come. But definitely Infinity Ward at number 2. But Treyarch definitely takes the cake with the best developer in Call of Duty history. So I will thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of a different video today, kind of explaining, you know, the background of games rather than explaining a game itself. But thank you all for watching. Appreciate y'all so much. Be sure to click that subscribe button, click the like button, do everything you can. Make my day. That would be awesome, right? Anyways, see ya.